Good morning, everyone. So this is my first vlog, so I'm going to apologize in advance if it's a little bit choppy. I'm not really sure, what to say. But I'm going to give it a shot. So today, I started out my day with a run. So I get up every morning and I run. Sometimes if it's nice out, I run outside, which I'd prefer because it kind of gets me outside and in nature. But today it was a little bit chilly and it was still dark because it was 5 a.m. So I just ran at home on my treadmill. And when I run, I like to blast some music, whatever I'm feeling that day. Today I was listening to my Spotify Pump Up playlist. And I have this quirky little thing I do where I either shout out loud if there's no one around, or say to myself different positive affirmations, and it really just gets my day started on the right track. So, I'll say different things like, I am happy, I am healthy, I'm gonna do big things today, and I just really try to motivate myself, and I get really into it. Sometimes I find when I'm running on the treadmill that I'm watching the time on it, whereas when I'm running outside, there's no timer. So it really helps me kind of get distracted that I'm not staring down at the time, and I just keep, I stay in the moment. And that's something I'm really working on, recently, is just being in the moment, staying in the moment, and enjoying the moment. I've had a lot of changes in the past little while, one being my house. So I will show you in a second all of the changes that I've made. I renovated my entire house, and there's my bedroom. There's my little puppy, so she's sleeping right there. There's some of the books I'm reading. Honestly, guys, if you don't have this, I recommend it. Soul Searcher's Handbook, amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's just like a fun little read. There's pictures, go-to, different things like that. I love it. It's not one of those books where you sit down and you read it all in one sitting, but it's a great go-to. I'm also reading Big Magic, so you can see it sitting on my bed there with my amazing little pillow that I got. I love it. It's my reading pillow. So today on the agenda, I am heading up to Toronto. I have a bunch of work things to do there, which is great. I love going to Toronto. It's about 3 hours for me, so it's a little bit of a hike, but seriously, guys, there's a Whole Foods there, and it's like a heaven for me. I don't know why. I am so obsessed with Whole Foods, and honestly, I don't even buy stuff half the time. I just like looking at the different brands and seeing what's out there and all the different options that are available to me. Just so you guys know, I do live a sugar-free lifestyle, so I don't have sugar. I have no added sugar whatsoever. I'm very cautious of the brands that I buy. I don't really eat anything that is more than 6 grams of added sugar. I've realized over the past year how detrimental sugar is to our health, and the health improvements that I've had by eliminating it go without saying. Like, I will never go back to the way I was. My body looks amazing. My skin looks amazing. I feel amazing. Guys, I actually stopped drinking coffee, and I used to drink 5 coffees a day. But I didn't realize how much artificial energy I had in my body. So anyway, without getting too much into it, I don't eat sugar. I also am pretty cautious on the natural sugars as well. So, I do eat my fruit every morning. I love it. I do have a very high fat diet. So, I love coconut. I eat coconut everything, like coconut milks, coconut yogurts, you name it, coconut in my body. But the unsweetened. So just the natural. I do eat a lot of avocados, tahini, hummus. Like, I like a high-fat diet because it keeps me really full, really long, and it gives me that kind of sustainable energy. I don't eat a ton of grains or carbs. I do eat carbs, and I do eat grains. I just make sure that they're clean, so sprouted, whole grain, ancient grains, the organic, as healthy as possible. So, for example, this morning for breakfast, I had a bowl of steel-cut oats, and because it's fall, I added my pumpkin spice to it. Then I added some unsweetened vanilla yogurt. I added some nut butter, which nut butters I love. I eat them every day. This was the Barney brand nut butter, so it was espresso and vanilla bean, which was so yummy and mixed with pumpkin spice really, really well. So I stirred that all together. I put my coconuts shreds on top, the unsweetened coconut shreds, and I sprinkled with a few apples and some frozen raspberries. And it was a great breakfast. It's going to keep me full till lunch. You know, my mentality is I don't snack. I eat 3 full meals a day. It keeps me full. It keeps my body looking great. And then I don't have to go to the fridge and pick in between or open the cupboard or even really think about food. You know, I eat my breakfast, I eat my lunch and my dinner, and then I can focus on other things. Like, I don't have to think about food all the time, which was something I used to do so much. I used to be so concerned about what I ate, when I ate, how much I ate. I don't do that. Like, I just eat real foods, and I eat 3 times a day, and I keep it clean. Like, I don't eat the sugar, I don't eat the processed stuff, I just eat real foods, and it's so simple to do. I don't really cut out any food groups, but I do keep it balanced. So like I said, more on the fats, no sugars. Definitely need your proteins. Do I have a ton of added protein? No, because you get protein from vegetables. Like, guys, vegetables have protein. Like, there's so much protein in natural sources that we don't need all this added protein. I try to be as dairy-free as possible because I have historically had a lot of stomach issues, which I'm really working through, and I work with a nutritionist and a naturopath, oops, drop the camera, to work through some of those issues, but I found that dairy has been one of my triggers. I'm not against dairy by any means. I think it's personal preference. For me, it doesn't sit well with my body. You know, I do have it every once in a while, but my skin seems to break out, my stomach gets upset, so I just try to keep it light on the dairy. When I do eat dairy, I make sure it's full fat. With my meats, I'm definitely not vegan. I like my meats. I don't eat red meat. It's hard on the stomach. I can't handle it. My body doesn't handle it. I eat my turkeys. Love my fish. But again, just keep it clean, like grass-fed, organic. Just make sure the food you're eating is real food, that it doesn't come from a factory, that it comes from a farm or like a natural place. This morning, I discovered the most amazing thing in the world. I swear, guys, like, I'm not kidding you. It changed my day, and I love it. So I discovered butter coffee. And I love Shut the Kale Up. I watch her on Instagram. I watch her on Snapchat. I get so many food tips and tricks and ideas from her. And she drinks butter coffee every morning. And to me, I'm like, butter in your coffee? Like, what? But I'm like, okay. You know, I eat a lot of weird shit. Let's give it a try. I'd rather have like a weird lifestyle, love my body, and feel good about it, than eat processed food. So anyway, I decided to try it. So I don't drink coffee, but I do drink tea. So what I did is I steeped my tea. I let it sit there for about 4 or 5 minutes or so while I was mixing up my steel cut oats, because they take so freaking long. Like, make sure, guys, if you're making steel cut oats, you give yourself 20 minutes, because that's how long they take. And sometimes they take more, and I'm sometimes impatient, so I like to have my tea while I'm cooking them so that I'm not like picking at foods, and that when it's done, I can actually sit down and enjoy it. So anyway, in the meantime, I was making my tea. So I let it steep, and then in my Ninja Magic Bullet, I put a tablespoon of my collagen powder, which I just started drinking. I don't know how it works yet, but I will keep you posted. And then I put a small teaspoon, because I was a little bit nervous, of the of ghee. So unpasteurized natural ghee. Then I added my steeped tea, blended the little baby up, and I was actually shocked. Like, I had no idea what to expect. It was so frothy. Like, it was like having a latte, and it was so yummy, and my stomach feels absolutely amazing from it. Like, I love it. I'm probably going to have it every morning. I will keep you posted on, because ghee is dairy, although it's a lot of people that have allergies to dairy or sensitivities to dairy don't have the reactions to ghee, but I will let you know, how my stomach does, how my skin does from it, and see if it's something I can keep up, because I'd love to. It tasted so good. Like, honestly, I can just like imagine myself drinking it on a Saturday morning, sitting there with my little butter coffee, and it is so smooth and creamy. It like just makes you happy. So yeah, that's how I started out my morning today. I'm gonna head out shortly and get on the road, because sometimes I do hit traffic. Maybe in a bit. My house is a little bit messy because I was a little bit rushed this morning when I was showering and getting ready, but I will do a little tour of my room and of some of the renovations that I've done. Like, I am absolutely in love with my shower. It is amazing. I don't want this video to be too long, especially for my first one. You guys are gonna be like, who is this girl and why will she not shut up? So, yeah, I'll do that. And just a heads up, I am headed to Costa Rica soon, which I'm so excited about. It is going to be my first solo trip ever. So I've traveled a little bit, like I haven't traveled a ton, but I've done like parts of Western Canada. I've been to Spain, I've been to Morocco, I've did the thing. I'd love to travel more, but I've never traveled alone. And I'm big into yoga, I'm big into health, and I'm big into wellness. So I'm gonna go down there with just me, my mat, and hopefully see some monkeys while I'm down there and just have an experience. Like maybe I'll videotape it as I go so I can show you, you know, what I learned from it. And it's kind of gonna be my soul searching journey. I feel like this past year has been a big soul searching journey for me, and you know, I've really learned to be mindful and just in the moment, and I'm just trying to like let loose and have more fun and not take things so seriously. And so that's what this trip's going to be about, just kind of finding me, I guess, in the like best way possible. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? I had that the whole time. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassing. Cool. Good job, Dana. So anyway, yeah, so I will show you, you know, what I pack for that, what I'm going to do in Costa Rica. And then, yeah, we'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, like I said, I will eventually do a little house tour for you. Maybe I'll do like a day in the life, show you guys what I eat in a day being sugar-free. I know I'm getting long, but one last thing I do want to really say and stress, I kind of mentioned it a few minutes ago, but, so I do live a sugar-free life, dairy-free life. I eat real whole foods. I don't eat processed foods. But the biggest thing of all, you know, I eat my 3 meals a day, is I'm very mindful when I eat. And I've just kind of taken that on over the last year. Like I actually sit down, I turn off the phone. Sometimes I play some like Zen music in the background, but I turn off the phone, I turn off the TV, and I just like sit there and I chew my food slowly. I appreciate my food. I don't rush through it anymore. Gone are the days where I'm like eating in the car, you know, grabbing whatever like protein bar I can find because I'm starving and haven't eaten in like 14 hours or whatnot. No, like I just dedicate 20 minutes 3 times a day to sit there, enjoy my food in quiet, and honestly, it like changes so much for you. It makes you appreciate the food. It makes you like part of the food. It makes you, you know, anticipate really that food. So in the breakfast, I'm like anticipating lunch, and I know I have my like 20 minutes of me time at lunch. And I'm not saying, guys, like don't starve yourselves. Like if you're hungry, snack in between. But you don't really need to snack. Like if you eat 3 solid meals a day, it's going to carry you to the next meal. It's better for your digestion if you just eat those 3 meals. And then, you know, see, the thing is, a lot of people eat from boredom. So sometimes I just like drink a fun little tea in the afternoon, like I have a sugar cookie tea and whatnot. But anyway, we'll get into that another day. I'll kind of walk you through a day in my life, what I eat, what I drink, and what I do. And then I will keep you posted on Costa Rica. Let me know what you guys want to see. Like I said, I'm new to this, just posting this. Like my arm's killing me now, like 12 minutes of holding this freaking camera up. I do have some muscle though, so like, okay, cool. But yeah, tell me what you want to see. Tell me if you like this. Tell me if you hate it. I get my lighting sucks. I get my camera sucks. Like, I'm new, so give me a shot. All right, have a great day, guys. You know, wish me luck with driving, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.